2, 1, and we are back. So, currently back with everybody else. You are on the ceiling. That's a great start to a sentence. Welcome back, everybody. You're on the ceiling. You're on the ceiling of the High Council of Risha, and you guys have just called for Paltalamon. The elves below you have seen that Vitheritas has disappeared, and they've seen something exchange hands, and so they reverse the gravity back again. And you guys fall.
I cast Featherfall! Ragnar is using his last spell slot to cast Featherfall.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for one of you to do that. I was like, yes! Someone remember they had Featherfall. It's a great little spell.
I dabbed so hard there.
Wait. Tell us, Ducky. Are you sat in your pajamas eating ice cream out the tub?
I'm not yet, but only because I was playing Minecraft.
If not, why not?
The ice cream's like 10 steps away. That's the main reason.
Oh no. You guys fall. And Varric, you feel, oh Christ, I'm gonna die. Oh no, I'm not. As you are caught by the Featherfall, and you guys slowly land on the floor, nothing like the gift that was just shared. More like a gentle Mary Poppins. Only minus.
It's a shame 30 is now gonna fucking die as soon as he pops in, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you will return exactly where you disappeared, which unfortunately, as we discussed last week, is the ceiling. So never mind.
This was literally Ragnar's last spell slot, so.
But you land safely on the floor. There's a lot of shouting going on amongst the elves. Some of them are shouting amongst themselves. A lot of them are pointing at you. 3 of them are pointing at you with their fingers, and you hear a loud booming voice from one of them that's magically magnified, Ludo Bagman style, shouts, "Stay!" As you guys all sort of pick yourselves up off the floor.
Ragnar is going to go back to just kneeling in front of them and just awaiting for someone to hopefully get that big angel fucker to help us.
Can Hannibal heal Varric now?
Yes, you can do, yes. Sorry, I know you've been waiting for that for like the past hour. Like, I want to heal Varric.
So, Varric, you're gonna get healed. How much do I heal him?
You've done a lot of healing before. I would go 2d8s for the moment, which will be okay for now. Okay. For now.
Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Never mind.
That's alright, but Theratas, you can BRB because you are in fact BRBing. So, just let him know how much. 7.
Nice.
Right, you now have 8
and a 5.
7 and a 5. Hey, there you go. That's better. Marginally better.
Oh, that makes it better. That's 8 plus 5 is 13.
Yeah, it's fine. All you need, it's gonna be fine.
I'm over 10% of my max hit points. I'm fine.
So you hear the booming voice shout to you again, the one that shouted "Stay." Another one, just as loudly. Again, 3 of them are pointing at you. This one is the guy who was in charge when he came to pick you up, sitting to the left-hand side, as you're looking at him, of the what looks like the leader, the oldest elf guy. The one who pissed Hannibal off by looking older than she is. Sorry, Hannibal. And he says, "Where has he gone, and where is the item?" Speak up! Come on!
Speaking up is difficult now that you nearly murdered.
Our paladin has a wondrous ability to protect things that he cares about the most, and at the moment he cares to protect all of us from you killing us. Get the thing that you think that we have. We can call him back, but we would prefer to talk first.
I'm loving the gift. I'm going to give you a persuasion check for that, because it wasn't complete bollocks.
They do a persuasion.
Yeah, do a persuasion. It wasn't complete bollocks enough to be deception, so I'll give you persuasion instead. This gif is just on recycle. It's just Star-Lord giving the finger over and over again, which I am loving.
Ooh, I rolled an 18. 18 plus 3. Is that 21? 21 for persuasion.
Marvellous.
Yeah, that's a really good first roll. I'm really pleased.
You made sure we almost survive.
Ragnar,
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
read out what you just wrote, Ragnar. That's just beautiful.
Ragnar is literally kneeling, and he is just in his head. He's just going, "This is fine. Nothing will be wrong. Everything is fine. I'm totally going to be a knight at the end of this. Gucci, my dudes."
Totally fine.
That is still Gucci.
It is totally fine. Nothing is. We're all fine. Here, we're fine. How are you? Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
He's literally the dog in the burning building. Like,
That gift. Okay, Prissy. How they believe you. They have a sort of whispered, murmured conversation between themselves that even the best perception has no chance of hearing because they're like 50 feet above you on seats. If they look back down again, where has he gone?
I think that's information on a what we like to call needs to know basis, and at the moment you do not know.
It appears you need some incentive to loosen your tongues.
Oh shit!
Okay, my way. With my dice with all the skulls on it. Okay, 1.
Oh shit! I'm sorry for anyone this hits. It's probably going to be very.
Number 3. Ragnar!
Oh no!
motherfucker!
Ragnar, you're number 3. Sorry. Ragnar, you, one of the elves who's pointing at you shifts their fingers to Ragnar. There's just the most beautiful gif of a guy pretending to cock his fingers and shoot with his finger guns, and that's pretty much what is going to happen. Ragnar, this guy is going to cast Finger of Death on you. And...
I'm getting my ice cream.
I need ice cream now. I need my ice cream. It's okay, I will permit you a second to go and get your ice cream. Right. So, yes, he can reach you. Okay, so, Ragnar, can you please make me a Constitution save?
Okie dokie, 1 second, I'm just ferrying the ice cream back.
That's fine, that's absolutely fine.
I'm gonna go for the dice that saved me last time.
Okay.
In hopes that it will not betray me. Constitution. Can't speak.
Constitution save. Constitution save, please.
That's the one. Okie dokie. I just need my stats.
Oh no!
Well, that's a grand total of like 5.
Alright, Ragnar.
I just healed you, dude.
Just need to clear some space for all my dice.
Oh
I have 19 health.
Ragnar, you take-
Fucking fuck.
I will re-roll the one that landed on the floor.
I'm sorry for being a sassy bitch.
Ragnar, you take 12, 18, 19. Ragnar,
You know, the only reason why Hannibal isn't actually fingering them is because she has a reason in her arms. So, you're good, Pristy.
Who's she fingering?
Wait a second, we're talking about her.
Ragnar,
I looked away to look at my
man.
spells and I came back to you
Don't
saying
do
you're
that.
fingering.
Ragnar, my darling, you... who put the gif up of the girl crying eating ice cream?
That's
That's-
a girl.
Of course it was
Jesus.
Annabelle.
Get it right.
I think you'll find that that's a video of me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Except
thought.
you have less shirt on.
Except you've got
Actually,
a
I'm
shirt,
wearing a shirt.
and you've got a tub,
Yes.
not you've got like a massive tub, right? Not a tiny little pot.
That's
'cause that's
absolutely
pathetic.
disgraceful, Andrew. How are you wearing
If you insist, I'll take my shirt off. This is why I'm always shirtless at LARPs, I swear.
You need to try and eat ice cream while shirtless. It's the only way you can be. I'm sorry, but this is why you're dying. Ragnar, you take 33 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, I'm still down, but like I'm not as down as I thought I'd be. What's 19 minus 33 is yeah.
So you're
That's
below
a lot.
0.
Yep.
Okay. You guys watch as Ragnar is his last breath escapes from him and he falls backwards, clang, onto the ground. And about a second later, stands back up again
Oh.
and turns to look at all of you. His eyes milky white, his skin grey blue, and the breath you can hear from him is Ragnar, until you have such time as you can be released, you are an undead zombie, and if asked to, you will attack the rest of your companions.
Don't say it so fucking casually.
Sorry, Ragnar, you're an undead zombie, and you will attack the rest of your companions if told to.
That's pretty dope, to be fair.
Wait. Is the thing I did to him still in working, even if he's dead?
No.
God fucking damn it.
No, it would count as
sorry.
It would count as he has died. However, he does get brought back. It will reactivate. So maybe in your interest to do that. You could not reverse this, but you could agree with someone else who wanted to. But yes, sorry. Say yes, Ragnar. Just bear that in mind. If you are commanded to, you'll be attacking, and I will have you roll those and enjoy.
Oh, I will definitely enjoy that. With to be fair, with not little convincing, but with enough convincing, since he is kind of one of their knights, Ragnar probably would have been convinced without dying to maybe do shit. But I don't know.
The guy who cast the spell now speaks. Do you need more convincing, or are you going to tell us where the item is?
Well, if we knew, we'd tell you.
Is that in character?
Yes.
Yeah, to be fair, in character, I have no idea where the third time.
I know.
I didn't know that he do it. I
I
didn't know that he did it in character or out of character. So
He never talked about that skill from the cloak.
no.
So Varric, in response to your muttering, one of them will cast a spell which will lift you up into the air. Varric, your inner aerial is coming out, and you'll be lifted 20, 30 feet into the air and spun.
Arissa's having flashbacks.
Yep, and spun to face one of them. In fact, Arissa, do me a charisma save. Varric, you are rotated on the spot to face one elf who's spinning his finger, casting a spell at you, and he says, "Is that back chat, elf?"
What was that? Sounds good at.
He says, "Is that back chat, elf?" Which is ironic because they are also elves, but they are clearly considering themselves to be far above the normal elves. Oh, Arissa. Okay, Arissa got that one.
Arissa's still in my arms.
Rosie, do I roll a charisma save as well again? Like being lifted up in the air with the flashbacks and everything? Seeing as Varric remembers the death of the other Varric.
Not yet, but maybe.
Okay.
Arissa, however, bless her, in Hannibal's arms, sees Varric get lifted into the air. And it's been a long day. It's been a long day, and Arissa immediately gets flashbacks to when Varric was up in the sky being taken by this sort of tendril thing before, and the images sort of keep interchanging, like a flash in a movie. For 5 seconds it's dark, and you can see rain and see the shadow lifting his body into the sky, and then he's back, just hovering in the air. You can see him, you can see he's breathing, and then back and forth and back and forth. Arissa, you sort of go a bit nutty. And if you were in combat, you would be considered prone, but essentially you're being carried by Hannibal, so you're probably just having a bit of a moment.
Yeah, she's just like burst into tears.
Okay.
Annabelle will look at the elves with their extremely dirty eye. See what you've done.
More back chat. Well, this is getting us nowhere. One of them will cast silence on Arissa, who is still crying, but none of you can now hear her. And
Annabelle will come and like move her like a baby, like, okay, it's fine.
and the elf who was hovering Varric will snap his fingers, and Varric, you drop to the ground. And
Okay.
Send
Is there fall damage or anything?
there will be, but can you please do me a dexterity save for your landing? Because you're not as high up as the ceiling, so you've got a chance to take less.
I'd really rather.
Now, Arissa, rolling a save. Okay. Which case
Not doing well today, are we?
in which case you'll take all the damage, which is only 22 points of damage.
Okay, I'm knocked out.
Okay, so Varric is now knocked out on the ground, essentially lifted up, rotated, back chat, drops, smack. Yeah, Varric's now unconscious.
Oh, fuck.
We ask once more.
I think Arissa's gonna try and like make her way to Varric to try and make sure that he's not dead.
Okay, you can sort of scramble out of Hannibel's arms, or Hannibal, you can sort of go with her if you would like, seeing where she's headed.
Sorry, I got distracted by my cats. What happened?
Arissa would like to go over to Varric to see if he's dead or not. Obviously, she's still in your arms, but you can see where she's trying to get to. You go over there. Okay. Alright. They're not playing this game. As you guys move over to Varric's body, one of them rotates it again and lifts it up off the floor. So Varric's now hovering unconscious, another sort of 30, 40 feet off the floor.
I think Arissa at this point has kind of clicked that he's actually been taken by tentacles and is just ranting angrily in silence.
Oh gosh, yes, ranting angrily inside. I love it. Okay.
Gesturing wildly with her hands, just like, do put him down right now.
If I get up there, I swear! Like, looking around thinking, how can I climb these seats? Like, okay. So, you guys have a zombie Ragnar, poised and ready to attack you. You guys have a unconscious Varric floating above you, and you have some rather angry elves looking down upon you.
Shit. Christy's gonna step forward and hold both of her hands up and just shout stop.
No one says anything.
What is it that you want from us?
We want the very dangerous, very powerful item back.
What is it that makes you say that it is dangerous? Why should we trust you?
Because we don't use it. We keep it safe. We don't disturb it. We leave it where it is.
Well, maybe the time to be used has come.
God.
Used for what exactly? What could a
How should I know? I'm only along here for my contract. Talk to the angels.
We have been told.
Anna is so close to being told to not backchat again.
I know, right? We have been told that the item we have acquired is a way to save the world from the impending doom that it faces. We have been sent on a mission to discover of the item, to try and stop what is coming. We are desperately trying to stop what we have been told is coming. We wish to continue our lives the way we them going, not in rubble and ash and death.
Okay. As they're listening to you, welcome back, Vitheritas. Yes, you welcome back. Ragnar has the finger of death, and he died and has been risen as a zombie who is poised to attack you all. Not you, obviously. Should he be commanded to. Varric has been dropped from a great height and knocked unconscious. Arissa and Hannibal went over to try and heal him, and because they were back chatting, they lifted him back up again, so you now have an unconscious Varric hovering about 40 feet off the ground, ready to be dropped again should they piss the group of elves off. Apricity is now trying to reason with them. There, you're all caught up. Do you know how many tall tales we have heard over the years of people hunting for items such as this? Oh, I don't want to use the power, I only want to help. Oh, it could save the world. Oh, it could create new life. It could bring my dead father, mother, sister, brother, husband, child back. Oh, it could change the future. We don't listen to any of them. It is dangerous to meddle with. I ask again, we all ask again, why on earth should a group such as you be permitted to have such a dangerous item? We have kept it safe so far, why would we allow it out of our sight for goodness knows what?
Let's forward again.
Can I
Hand on hips.
Listen,
Because
you know
we...
what I am. Why would I lie to you when my contract is on the line? You know what I am. I cannot lie on this situation.
Your contract is of little importance to us and does not have anything to do with the item itself. The contract is
We are
between these
searching
two.
for the item. I have seen the angel. I have spoken to that child. It's very hard to not talk to an angel and not be an angel. You know how their purity is distressing to most of us. Why don't you just wait until the other one comes back? I'm sure he will come back with the shard. We have nothing to do here. You may kill all of them. You still will not have the shard.
No, don't put ideas in their head.
No, but we
Just
could
be
make
a
an
bit
example.
patient.
We could make
You
an
are
example
creatures of millennia of time. Be a bit patient. Just a bit.
Oh, the back chat! Oh, the back chat! We could make an example of you. A warning to the next ones who attempt to come through and convince us of such nonsense. Varric will get dropped onto the ground again. Varric, have one failed death save. And I'll lift him back up in the air again. 50 feet this time.
Hannibal will just roll her eyes and throw her hands at the air like, unbelievable. And can she just heal him? They haven't stopped her from healing him yet, so...
He is currently up in the air. So...
Yeah, but her magical kind of reaches him because of the contract.
You could. I would not recommend it. They will see you doing it. I mean, you can, but yeah, by all means, sure, do it. Why not?
Can she heal me in a less obvious way, like from the inside, slowly?
Sure. They will still, whether you vocally do it or not, they will still know magic has been cast. You would know this just because you can tell how powerful they are. Like, they would sense your magic happening. You can...
Okay, then will just wait and see what happens.
Cool. Hannibal goes and gets the popcorn. Marvelous. Alright. So...
Who else wants to give it a try, since they're pretty much children at this point?
What I want to know of you is why you see this thing as dangerous. What do you know of it that we do not?
We know its power. Power, in the wrong hands, is always dangerous. And more often than not, great power is always in the wrong hands. You will note we do not even use it ourselves. We would not wish to wield such power. We have plenty of our own, of course, but in combination, it would not be good. And so, we keep it from everyone, including ourselves.
And I see that is a notice from where you sit. But from what we have been told, terrible things are happening, and it means the end to our lives and everybody we love. What we are trying to do is to create a better world for everyone that is around us. I'm told that this is to do it. We are not intending to use this for ourselves. We admittedly have put trust in another. Believe is doing good for the majority of people, majority of creatures. I wish that you could stop and hear us out. Please don't hurt my friend anymore. Let us sit and talk and try and understand one.
Do another persuasion check.
Yeah.
Of course, the cliche thing.
Oh, I rolled a 19! Fucking... What am I doing? Persuasion. 19. 22.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting really excited.
Arissa, the one who casts silence on you releases it, and also casts calm emotions on you as well. You feel your heart rate go back to normal, your panic subsides, and you can see everything as it is. It's not great, Varric is still on the verge of death, but you're no longer having visions of everything else you were seeing, you're no longer in a complete panic.
Quick question, is my vision still green?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, only a little though, it has faded. So you're not quite Wizard of Oz style Emerald City green, just a sort of pale green.
She kind of throws a glare at them. Can you please let me check on Varric?
Do me a persuasion check.
Who's hammering in the background?
That was some very loud rolling.
I apologise, that was probably Dana.
Is she angry too?
Grr. 13 for us. Oh, Arissa, sorry, you did have advantage. I didn't say that because Apricity has half convinced them already. So you can do an extra one. Sorry, my bad.
That's much better.
I'd have felt so bad if that was less. Sorry. Oh, geez, alright. Not giving you that advantage. Okay. No. Alright, 24. Nice. They don't bring Varric down. Instead, you are lifted up, like a flight spell again. You feel yourself lift whoop, off the floor. And you are hovered next to Varric. You're close enough to see him, handle him, heal him if you'd like.
Yeah, hopefully I've got spells. Very awkward if I didn't. I would like to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. What level and how much for? Just roll it and chuck it in. Again, I say, welcome to D&D, folks. Maths.
Yeah. Math.
Maths. And gifts.
D&D, maths in disguise.
Maths and gifts is basically what it is. That's just Hannibal looking grumpy. Awesome, okay.
So I heal him 13 hit points.
Okay. Varric, you are brought round, not dead, and you're not a zombie either, in case anyone was wondering. You come to, you're floating in the air, and Arissa is sort of hovering nearby, healing you up.
Okay, and I just call it to 13 hit points then? Or?
Yeah, got up to 13.
Nice.
Oh god, I didn't realise that Ragnar had changed his name to Angry Corpse Duck.
Oh yeah, I did that last week.
I completely forgot about that, but it's highly appropriate now. So.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, Varric, you are healed up to 13 and you're hovering in the air with Orissa.
Thank you. What happened? How?
I'm not really sure myself, but I don't really know what's going on.
Me neither.
Good. Okay, we're on the same page.
Woo.
Have you stopped crying?
Yes.
Good. Why are you whispering?
Flynn! That's mean! The context.
He just put pages blank. Along with an accompanying gif of blank pages. And of course they're black, because, yes, why wouldn't they be? Alright. So, switching back to the astral plane for a moment, if we may. Vitheritas, you have been sitting, chatting with the voice of the Ada, playing checkers, whatever it is you would like to have been doing in the meantime.
Did not.
And then the voice of the Ada stands up again. I think it might be time for you to return. And you hear the voice of Isabella. You don't see her anymore, but you hear her voice saying, I think now might be the best it's going to get. Good luck with Theritas.
Subtlety.
And sorry for the minor poisoning.
He smiles and goes, I believe it was my own fault for not checking that, but you were definitely forgiven. I understand your reasoning.
Good luck with Theritas.
And with that, he's going to bounce back.
Okay. You guys having this conversation. Orissa, I'm not going to make you do perception checks because Orissa and Varric, you'll be the first people to notice. The on the ceiling, very high above your heads, closer to you guys. With Theritas, you get bounced back to the ceiling. Paladin, full armor, shield.
This sounds like an opportunity for more maths.
It's like an opportunity for maths. You appear on the ceiling. You have about 2 seconds of Looney Tunes style pedaling in the air before you realise, shit, they reversed it back.
So, in that oh shit moment, he's going to step to the ground.
He's going to, sorry, I missed that bit you cut out.
In the moment of oh shit he feels, step it to the ground.
Was that Misty Step that you said?
Yep.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Sorry, I had a bit of echo on someone, so I was just waiting. Mrs. That is fine. For a moment, you hear, I assume, some form of swearing. Very nice paladin swearing. Clean swearing. And then, poof, the paladin reappears between all of you on the floor. Theritas looking around, you see Orissa and Varric above you hovering in the air. They don't look chained or tied or anything, they're just sort of hovering casually. You see an undead Ragnar reminding you a little of Needles, and you see a very disgruntled and grumpy looking Hannibal, and an Apricity, and a Redu, and a Narvigne, who is near, in fact no, she would be on Ragnar's sword at this point. She hopped over before you bamfed. So, oh god, zombie people. I love the games. Lavinia streaks back across the floor and immediately wraps herself around your arm again. So yes, welcome back, Veritas.
And I'm going to step in front of him so that I'm between him and the, like, well...
Oh, between his crotch and them.
Yes, but still looking impressive and angry.
Yes, that's true. Sorry, I'm not going... yes, you're still very impressive.
Yes,
So
I am.
Vitharitus will stand upright, take this all in, look at Ragnar, and then look up at the elves. And then in Elvish ask, would you permit me to use Zone of Truth so that you know every word I speak is true?
Wait, is he having a smart moment?
Apparently.
He's allowed
Veritas
one
did a
per
thing.
game.
We would permit this, but of course would cast it ourselves.
That would be also acceptable.
Of course it would. And one of them will cast Zone of Truth. Just on you, actually, Vitharitas, as a pinpointed spell. Only on you. You feel it. You feel the magic bubble around you.
And then he will immediately say, we were sent on a mission by Pantaleimon, fought during the battle with the ancient evil that tore Trevice apart, to recover the artifact to prevent it happening again.
I'm just gonna flick them. No.
Flick them the bird. And you will
Nope.
Welcome to campaign 2. But of course, you would believe the story you have been told.
I was shown this by the artifact itself.
Right. Of course. Apricity jaw hits floor. Veritas.
Yep.
At this point, your holy symbol, which is the necklace, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So just against your chest, sort of near your heart where it's hanging, it gets really warm. Not burning hot, but really warm. And you hear the familiar voice of Helm in the very back of your mind that says, I would not tell them any more. Help is coming.
And taking that into account, he just stands and asks the rest of them, I will wait for your explanation as to what has happened, as to what has while I've been gone. As I see one of my companions is already dead.
He is not having fun.
We're not having
None of us are.
At this point, you all hear a sort of rumbling noise. And the ground around you, just you, not the chairs, not the rest of the room, but specifically where you guys are all huddled together. Where you are standarded. The floor turns into sort of waves. It's still wooden, but it's moving, and it's like you're standing on a sort of trampoline that's swaying with your weight. Arissa and Varric, you are slowly drawn down to the floor, and very, very slowly, very nice and slowly.
Yeah, but it's still scary. I just died to this.
Yeah, that's true. The slowest roller coaster ever. Oh no, I don't like it. The floor, the sort of wooden floor, the waves get higher and higher, and you're all sort of stood. You can still stand, but you're swaying on the spot. The floor rises up, the waves get taller and taller, and as they start to go around you, you can hear the elves shouting in Elvish. Those of you who can understand Elvish was the sentence I was trying to say. You can hear things such as "Stop them! What is happening?" and "Nothing can penetrate here. What is that?" And before they can respond, everything goes sort of grey. And suddenly the floor is stable again. And you find yourselves standing on grass. And you can feel the wind. And you can smell salt, like sea air. Who put the Snape gif up? I love it. Later, bitches!
Me.
Love it.
I was waiting for this moment.
Yeah, you guys are stood on the edge of an island. And you can see it's quite a small island. You can't see all the way around it. It's covered in trees, huge tall pine trees. There we go. Just changing the picture. There we go. It's covered in huge tall trees, and you are right on the coast. There's a little sort of drop and a path before you that leads down towards the water, and you can see the ocean stretching for miles ahead of you. And you hear a voice behind you all. It's a man's voice, and as you turn around, you hear him say, "Well, better off out of that, aren't we?" And you guys turn around and you can see a man. He looks human. He has long, dark, dirty blonde hair and a sort of Viking braided ponytail. A thin, trimmed beard, and is quite muscular. He has no weapons on him, but he's wearing quite thick, heavy, ornate metal armour. Yes, you were transported as well, Ragnar, angry zombie.
Rag zombie.
Rag zombie. Everybody was. This man, in fact, turns and looks at you, Ragnar, and says, "Well, I can fix that, of course." And in a moment of panic, the Ragnar that's inside this zombie sees a finger being pointed at it, and in your head probably go, "No, no, 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 no."
Not again!
But you do in fact get brought back, and you've gone out on 28 hit points.
Ah.
Ragnar's just gonna like fall to his knees, breathing heavily, just like no, no, just.
The people
And he's just gonna wave his hand and just be like, "It's cool."
Were you just killed by your first bosses, by the way?
I would like to think that I am still a knight of them. Oh, I need to lie down. Oh, I really need to lie down. And he's just gonna like go from like kneeling on the floor to just like face planted on the floor, just like, nah, not today.
Nope. I think Arissa's just gonna sit down next to him and start just stroking his hair. Just like, it's okay.
I love Arissa so much. Yes,
Ragnar appreciates this.
you can give him an apple, Varric. Now that's a sign of pure devotion. Varric gave you food from his own
Varric
supply.
gives you food.
Woof.
Like, write that down in your notes. Varric gives you food.
Yeah, like this is a bonding moment. If you're playing The Sims, your relationship would just have gone up a hell of a lot. Like you're now BFF.
Ragnar will just like mate. I like to think that their eyes just meet for a second as Varric hands him the apple, and Ragnar's just like, "Thank you," just so genuine. Almost as genuine as their bro hug with the crying.
Oh god.
That was
Bro hug.
good.
Okay. This will be a good point to pause this recording as well, because I have 5 minutes of the timer left. So we shall return momentarily.